Bradley Owen from Russell Perks Martial Arts Academy, and he has cut. His last few fights were at 77 kilos, and he decided to fight at 70 kilos this time. And his coaches have been telling us that he's a lot more elusive, his footwork has improved, he's got better cardio because of it, and he's finally found the weight that he's designed to be fighting at.
Yeah, and in his corner right now, we've got David Kalsa, who will be competing later on for our Battle Arena World title. They've got a strong fight team, lots of competitors. Even just here tonight, we've got a few different competitors from Russell Perks and Martial Arts Academy, and there's going to be obviously a very strong fight team. They've obviously trained very, very hard. Look to them to be making a stamp on this event.
And Russell Perks has just opened an extension on his gym. He's just opened a new place, a new 6,000 square foot gym. He's got such a good reputation as a coach and for bringing out these top fighters. And they keep running Battle Arena bout after Battle Arena bout. And one of the great things about Russell Perks is they always bring the crowd with them. So the crowd, this is definitely a crowd favorite in Bradley Owen.
Ricki Middleton from 360 MMA, not to be, of course, confused with Immortal 365. 360 MMA has all angles. So we're going to see what he's going to bring to the table, Ricki Middleton. And notice that Bradley Owen bowed when he came in. We were talking to Russell Perks just before the event, and he was talking about how his fighters are all trained to have respect all the time in the gym, out of the gym. They bow when they go on the mats and they bow when they come off the mats. So Bradley Owen is taking this very seriously, and Ricki Middleton has his work cut out for him. But 360 MMA bringing some strong fighters here today. They've got a handful of fighters. We've got 4 on the early cards, and six in total from 360 MMA. So another very large gym, bringing a lot of fighters that have all trained together. Iron sharpens iron, as they say.
And 360 MMA is based in Loughborough, and looking at their gym, their kind of ethos is mostly they're focused on the striking more than the grappling aspect. So kind of both from slightly more biased towards strikers.
The crowd is going wild here right now. Obviously 2 local favorites.
Oh, Bradley, a huge fan favorite here. And he's online. He's had 93% of the online votes.
And his opponent, the fighter in the blue corner, weighing 67.4 kilograms, fighting out of 360 MMA, Ricki Middleton.
So interesting to notice that there is about a 2.5 kilo difference. So that's about 5 pound difference.
And let's not underestimate Ricki Middleton coming from a top gym.
Fighters have to be told to go back to their corners. This is going to be a barn burner. They touch gloves.
Bradley trying to set up that jab early. Oh, Ricki with a huge left hook cross combo. Oh, that left hook again.
As Bradley Owens wincing, and Bradley Owens goes in for a deep double leg, but he's got that right hand a little bit high. And we see that Ricki Middleton's looking there for a guillotine choke. He's got an arm. He doesn't have the arm in. It's very hard to sit into this right now.
I don't think he's quite under the chin, so it's not going to sink back and pull guard yet to try and finish that choke. But it's a dangerous position here for Bradley Owen. I think he needs to be careful, keep his chin down, control the position, hold his wrist, try and loosen off that guillotine position so he can work that takedown or get back to striking.
Ricki Middleton's let it go, and now he's looking for a single collar tie. They find themselves back in this over-under position. Bradley Owen really pushing his body in hard. And there you see Ricki Middleton answer with a couple knees there to the solar plexus of Bradley Owen. Big double, excellent takedown into side control by Bradley Owen.
And being patient here, like sorting the position, he's not rushing to try and mount, he's controlling first, taking his time, setting up that side control. He's going to try and pop his head out. He's possibly got an arm triangle there, he's setting it up pretty early.
He is.
Oh, he's given up on that possible arm triangle, and Ricki's done a really good job of recovering guard there. Can be awkward when you're right against the cage like that, trying to work your guard. It can make things difficult.
He's wrapping the arms, trying to prevent any strong ground and pound on the part of Owen. And he's shuffling his hips a bit, maybe trying to set up an armbar or a triangle position. It's going to be hard for Bradley Owen to get those arms free and land any sort of devastating shots from this position.
I think Ricki was having some real good luck on his feet. That hook cross, he landed 2 big left hooks just in the few seconds they were striking. So
and he's doing the right thing here on the ground. He's clinching, he's holding on, leaving it up to the referee to make any changes. But he is we see Bradley Owen, he's got his hips high, and he's got his arms deep in there and on the mat, which is a no-no from everybody's position when it comes to grappling.
Yeah, and Ricky's getting that nice high mount, and he's isolating that arm, and he keeps getting an angle. He's definitely looking for submissions, looking for sweeps, looking for options, but they seem quite equally matched on the ground. Both man countering at the other man's move.
Especially committing if you're not terribly confident in your submissions. If you end up committing to a triangle or an armbar and you're not quite strong enough or tight enough, you're going to end up giving up position and be in side control on the bottom, which is where no one wants to be.
What Ricki wants to do is make sure he doesn't have his head near the cage. He's going to really limit his movement, so he's doing really well, just making sure he keeps himself away from the cage. And Owen wants to do the opposite. He wants to be driving in, and he's doing a good job of driving in, but it's a slightly risky position, that.
Warning from the referee to be stood up. Yeah, nothing of any mention really been landed by Bradley Owen here on the ground. Ricki Middleton's doing great to stifle the action. We get our 10-second warning there.
This is where stand-ups are hard, because both men are being very active, just not achieving a lot because they're cancelling each other out. I'm glad I'm not a judge in this fight, because that's quite hard to score, because Ricki definitely did more damage. He landed those 2 big left hooks, but then Bradley dominated the rest of the round on top, but then in top guards. And how do you score the guard position? That's difficult to say which fighter's dominating.
Yeah, no fighter dominating quite yet. We do have that double leg might be the difference for Bradley Owen in that first round, because if you count takedowns similar or even as half of a knockdown, you get Bradley Owen coming out on top in that round.
But he shot out. I thought he shot out of desperation after he was caught with a big left hook.
You did see him wince and turn away there, didn't you? And that it's all about these impressions that the judges get in their minds. Whether it's the big left hook, is it the leg kicks, is it the takedown? It's what stays in their mind, and usually it's the first 10 seconds or last 10 seconds of the round. Here we go for the second round. Let's see if Ricki can make some adjustments here. Maybe keep it standing.
Yeah, I think Ricky's corner should have been telling him to do everything they can, throw those big left hooks and stay on your feet.
It's all about that footwork, moving off those angles. As Russell Perks told us, Bradley Owen's been working on his big right hand there from Ricki.
Oh. I think both fighters got caught with big shots there, and both kind of agreed to clinch up because they both took some damage.
Middleton again clinched up against the cage, and like we were saying earlier on, just as the fight was starting, there is a small size difference, and when you're getting pressed up against the cage by even a slightly larger fighter, it's just draining, even in these 3-minute rounds. Middleton turning away. He's got an overhook on. He's got double overhooks. It's not a great position.
Both men very equally matched in the wrestling. Oh, great separation by Owen. A great combination, and ties up again. Really good dirty boxing.
Ricki Middleton can't even believe what just happened there. He's looking in disbelief. He's got a look on his face like he doesn't really know what to do in this position. He could clamp down on that overhook arm and look to reverse his position.
Yeah, what Ricki needs to be doing is trying to get Owens back to the cage, so they reverse the position, then he's pressing on him, because it looks like there's not a lot of action sometimes, but this is both men full forcing into each other, and it's an exhausting position to be in.
And Bradley Owen was really landing some tough shots there to the liver of Ricki Middleton. Then he comes up to the face and hits with some big right hands and left hooks.
But I think Ricki landed a little counter there on the inside, a little short right as well.
Sorry if I'm selling you short right now, Ricki. You just got to reverse that position. You got to be using that underhook that you've got right there. Whereas Bradley Owen's being very active, looking to change angles, possibly going back to that double leg. And then he comes up high and he's got good head position. He's got the shoulder right in the chin. But he's throwing a lot of shots that aren't leading to much, so he could be tiring himself out.
And Ricky's from a striking gym, and sometimes the strikers that come into MMA, they're used to being separated by the referee from this position. They're not used to having to work their way out of it. And it can be a little advantage for someone like Owens from Russell Perks, where they really mix it up and train lots of different martial arts.
He's got a schoolyard headlock, almost a head and arm position throw, but Ricki Middleton does not have the confidence to put his hips through and look for a throw.
Ricki Middleton, living La Vida Loca. Good.
Yeah, we want to see some knees maybe from Owens. Landed right there.
Yeah. I think we've got to be impressed by the cardio. Owens, he's just been pressing this fight the whole way through, just constant pressure. And Ricki Middleton, very athletic looking guy, but he's weathering this thunderstorm that is Owens at the moment.
Yeah, Owen's not giving him even an inch to breathe in. Middleton's getting exhausted there against the cage. You see the shoulder of Owen is right in the face of Ricki Middleton. Oh, partial reverse there. He was able to use that underhook to change the position, but it wasn't there. Tries to land a knee as a counter.
This is great strategy by Owens, because Middleton in those kind of punching exchanges, I think Middleton's got some serious power, and Owens was suffering a little bit with it. Ooh, maybe slightly after the buzzer there, both men. A little bit aggro, but that's combat sports for you.
That's exactly what you want. You want a little bit of drama right there, and that could change the landscape of the fight. Whether Owen's going to want to come out right now and be a little bit more aggressive, or Ricki Middleton is getting the advice that he needs to keep it on the feet to land that left hook. But again, when you're giving up left hooks, when you're throwing winging punches, you're going to give up the grapple almost every time. There's opportunities for a clinch there. He needs to throw some straight punches and maybe set up some teeps.
I'd like to see Ricki just circling to outside and keeping it out of that grappling distance. I think that's the key to winning this last round, but you could say it's a round each at the moment. I mean, there's an argument to be made that Middleton won the first round with those two big left hooks, and Owens didn't do a lot in the last round, just kind of pushed him against the fence, a little bit dirty boxing, some nice combinations, but it's pretty even going to this last round.
Cage control, very, very strong there from Owen. Bradley Owen looking to continue that momentum into the third round. And
Middleton's looking visibly tired, and Owen's looking fresh and motivated, straight in with a big left body kick. Middleton's definitely struggling with the cardio a little bit.
Yeah, he threw that kick half-heartedly and didn't land anything. And now we have Bradley Owen back to where he ended off in the last round. I'd love to see Owen just duck under a little bit more, commit to the takedown, and maybe establish something more on the ground. He could do some serious damage to Ricki Middleton, it seems, on the ground.
Especially this stage of the fight where Owens seems to have the better cardio. Take Middleton down and make him work even more from that bottom position.
Warning there to Bradley Owen for grabbing the fence. Right now he needs to lock below. He needs to lock below the hips and look for the takedown.
And Middleton's got to get out of these clinches and throw those big left hooks again.
There we go, Bradley Owen walking around the side. He's got a body lock there for a moment, but he was landing really big straight right, left hook combination there.
This is the way that mixed martial arts fighters are the fittest athletes on the planet, because you can see right now, the first round, both these fighters were very equally matched, and now Owens is dominating this last round just based on his cardio. He's got the endurance to keep going, whereas Middleton is slowing down.
He's been the aggressor the entire time in the grappling exchanges, especially here in the clinch, and that is exhausting to be on the other end of it. Oh, big knee coming through from Middleton.
I think we could. There's definitely no love lost between these two guys. We could be, if it's a close decision, we could be looking at a rematch in the future. This is a really exciting fight. We have our second fight of the evening here at Battle Arena 39, Edgbaston, and two great fights so far.
Yeah, excellent fights. One first finish with a strong armbar there in our first fight of the night, and now we've got a great clinch game. We essentially have a cage clinic right now being put on by Bradley Owen. This is, all of you young folks that are wanting to get into MMA, this is how you cage control. This is how you really take the energy out of your opponent.
And Steve, why is it that Owens can hold him there and the other guy can't escape? Why is Middleton so stuck there?
Unfortunately, Middleton's just not using the over-under position as well as he could. He's not looking to establish double underhooks or reverse his position and use his footwork, whereas Owen is just pressing into the cage. There we see an opportunity there for Middleton, though, with some big punches landed on the break. He's just not able to control that right underhook, which is what I'd like to see him do. I'd like to see him go high with that underhook and maybe circle to reverse the position. But here he's just looking to sit back and land knees.
I'm very impressed with Owen's dirty boxing here. He makes a little bit of space, throws a shot, and then covers up again before he's in any danger.
There we go.
Finally got a reversal. But he's straight into a choke.
He's got a takedown, arm in, guillotine there.
Is Owens under his chin? This is super exciting. Is he under? Oh, it's looking very close. Middleton we can see his face from our angle here at the commentary booth, and he's visibly struggling. And
10 seconds there.
What a way to finish this round.
I thought Middleton was considering tapping there, but there we see Bradley Owen being active to the very end. He's got there's the submission attempt. Really strong cage control. Big show of respect from both fighters there to end this fight.
Against the fence situations, but not in this fight.
It was just those last seconds there that you saw what Ricki Middleton could do in the clinch. The reverse position, you got a good double leg takedown. he just needed to commit more, and that's a big point in wrestling. You've got to commit to the takedowns. You've got to commit to your level changes and your reversals. I really wish that Ricki Middleton could have done that a little bit earlier on. It might have changed the entire landscape of the fight. But really look for Bradley Owen and Ricki Middleton in the future to be fighting here on Battle Arena with improved skills, because you only get better from a fight like that was so back and forth for 9 minutes. Bradley Owen's very excited to receive this judgment. He feels that he controlled the action from the get-go.
And Bradley Owen did come into this fight as a 93% favorite on the online voting, and living up to being that strong favorite.
Yeah, that weight cut from 77 seems to have paid dividends.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a great fight. Make some noise for these two warriors. So, for 3 great rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. And your winner, by unanimous decision, from the red corner, Owen.
That's the first win of the evening for Russell Perks Martial Arts. This crowd is going wild.
How you feeling after that fight?
I feel fantastic. I'd like to thank everyone that drew down, and thank all the coaches, and also thank Ricki, because he took this on short notice and was told it. I think we're coming to the last
So I know we're talking to you guys about Princeworth up against the fence. The second and third round, you seem to take over and dominate that position. Is it something you've all been working on?
Yes, something I tried to do. How's he doing himself to me?
So was that the game plan coming in here, or did you just sort of switch the line in the second round?
Well, I don't really have a game plan to the millions. I don't know what it's capable of. I go with what I know best. I'll go from there.
Okay, awesome man, great performance. Congratulations.